Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Six Paths Junga, coming to you guys again with another reaction video. Okay, so this one I'm kind of excited to react to. Not to say that I wasn't excited for the others I reacted to, but this one I was kind of waiting because I like to talk about topics that have to do with Otsutsuki. You see Momoshiki, you see the title says, will Momoshiki help Boruto find Sarada? Sarada is now Momoshiki's target. And one of the things I'm like researching right now, not researching, I wouldn't say that, but it's kind of like one of the things that I'm thinking about is the timelines. Like, how do the timelines work? And I'm specifically talking about the prescience visions that Koji just got in the recent chapter. Like, how is that going to work? Because I reacted to a lot of other videos talking about like how Jiraiya is supposed to go to Konoha and talk with Shikamaru. How is that going to interfere with the mission that Boruto has to save Sarada? And then where the hell does Momoshiki take over Boruto's body? Like, where does that fit into all of that? And then we have Kawaki in his V2 form as well. So I'm like, what's going on? So I'm just saying that that's what I'm focused on right now. That's what I'm focused on right now. So let's just dive into the video. But first, I want to say the real two-side anime, I'm gonna leave the link to his channel down below in the description, so make sure you guys go check him out. He makes great content. I'm actually gonna leave a like right now. Yeah, go support, man, go support. And if you guys like videos like this, you know, reaction videos where I'm just talking to you guys personally face to face, then go ahead and drop that like and hype the video. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into it.
Amado has officially caused the worst possible future and the worst possible outcome due to his ambitions of wanting to capture Kashin Koji, learn about omnipotence, wire Kashin Koji's brain. So now that he gets the same downloads and visions of 10 directions into his eye. You guys have to remember, Amado's eye is scientific ninja tool. Amado now has access to the godlike ability.
And you know what's crazy? And I'm sorry to pause it like this early in the video. The amount of worst futures I've heard when covering the Boruto series is crazy. Like, everything's the worst future. Like, they talked about the worst future one time. And then like different videos I watch talks about how this is the worst future or how this is the worst future. But no, there's only like one worst future, and I'm pretty sure he's referring to that when he's saying this. The worst future is the divine trees eventually evolving and sucking the life out of the planet. Like, that's the worst future. Anything else is pretty bad, but that right there is the worst future. That is what they're trying to avoid avidly. So anything that's not that future is probably not the worst future per se. And I think if Amado does get prescience, I don't think he's going to try and sway the future into the worst possible future. I mean, he might do it accidentally, and that's just natural, right? You mean you have Amado and Kashin Koji who both have prescience. Too many cooks in the kitchen at the same time. Too many people trying to sway or influence the future in their own image. It can't lead to nothing good, right? So the worst future might happen based off that, but I don't see Amado just saying, you know what, I'm going to sabotage the future, or I'm going to make things happen according to how I want it, and then the worst possible future happens that way. I just don't see it happening.
Boruto and Sarada came up with a plan to allow Sarada to be kidnapped by Ko, so they can finally infiltrate Jiraiya and Hidari's hideout. Plan was foolproof because I'm pretty sure he worked with Kashin Koji to create this plan so that they can finally end Jiraiya and Hidari with Sarada's help. Her broken OP ability in Boruto would have made quick work of Jiraiya and Hidari. But because Kashin Koji was kidnapped by Amado, this changed the future. Remember what Kashin Koji said to be.
I can't let that slide, gang. You know I can't let that slide, bro. You know, there's nothing about Boruto and Sarada working together that would make short work of like Jiraiya and Hidari. I don't know. Even if Boruto can use the karma now, like, it's not gonna happen, dog. I mean, if we're talking about Hidari, sure. I don't think he's gotten any crazy power-up since the last time he was defeated. And I do think it's possible for him to be caught off guard with another Uzuhiko. But when it comes to Jiraiya, who you can't use that attack on, I don't know. I feel like the only thing right now they're banking on is Ohirume, and if that doesn't work, then, you know, there's no way they can defeat Jiraiya, even if Boruto has the karma. If that was the case, if all Boruto needed to do was to make an alliance with Momoshiki, and then, you know, they would defeat Jiraiya, he would have been did it. So that leads me to believe that not even Momoshiki's power is enough to handle Jiraiya. I mean, not alone. Now, if you pair Momoshiki's power with Kawaki, then you may have something on your hands, but when it comes to Sarada, she just doesn't have the necessary power to do that. And especially now, I mean, her eyes are getting weaker and weaker by the second, and she still hasn't been able to manifest a Susanoo yet. I mean, while those two are powerful, they're just not enough to get the job done.
Oh, how I believe Boruto is going to find Sarada, there's two separate ways that this can possibly go. The first way is the easiest way is Borushiki. Borushiki is going to be at the end of the chapter, and I already have a video. Well, not at the end of the chapter, at the beginning of the next chapter, where Boruto, a lot of people are getting confused with the 10 directions panels and saying that they're all different timelines, but no, it's kind of just like when Kawaki intervened with the Jura fight and we got a brand new download. If you follow all the panels or frames in that panel, you can kind of piece together what's going to happen in the next arc. And one of the important things you're going to see is Borushiki comes out when Boruto falls into despair, similar to what happened to Megami when he found out his sister was actually dead and Sukuna took over his body. Somehow, some way, Sarada left her earring.
That's interesting.
Momoshiki's going to use that earring to trace Sarada's chakra. I really think when Sarada used her Mangekyo for that short moment of time, she imbued her chakra into that trinket, her earring, so Boruto can use it to trace and censor. You get what I'm saying? Like, because she's going to be somewhere else. Boruto can use that small bit of chakra that she stored in that earring to find her. Momoshiki, that's been around Boruto for so long, he will have the ability to trace down Sarada. Second way is still similar to what I said at the beginning of the video. What I believe that Sarada did at that very last moment where she activated her Mangekyo and she looked at that earring, or left behind that earring, she did exactly what Boruto did. She copied Boruto's move.
He might be right. At first glance, it looks like Sarada was trying to make a last-ditch effort to like attack Code, but knowing Sarada, she probably had a deeper plan. Like her realizing the plan failed and trying to make a counter move at the exact moment when Code was taking her, that's something that Sarada would do. Now, what did she do with her MS to make it so Boruto can possibly find her? I don't know. And I also don't know if it has something to do with Momoshiki, because we have to like take into account, don't let it sway your opinion, but just take into account. And I'm definitely gonna put it right here on the screen so you guys can see it. So look right here in this scene, right? We see that before Boruto left to go save Sarada, like right after Koji told Boruto that the plan was gonna fail, Boruto sprinted out of there. He wanted to save Sarada at that moment because he knew that Code was somewhere lurking and Sarada was in great danger. So to try and make the situation a little bit better than it was already, he just directly went after her using FTG. But we can see in this panel right here, before he left, Koji was going to say something to Boruto. He says, "Hold on, Boruto, don't go. And then you see the break right there. It's a break line. That means he didn't get to finish what he said. So he was going to say something as it refers to him and something that Boruto was going to go through. So it could mean anything. Hold on, Boruto, don't go. You'll be taken over by Momoshiki. You'll find a way to rescue her anyway. It could be anything. But obviously, I'm going to use that in the context of the scene where Koji got a vision about Borushiki. So I think he was going to tell Boruto that, yo, you're going to be taken over by Momoshiki and something is going to happen. Now, just based off the reaction from Koji, I don't think it's anything good. So I don't necessarily buy it when he says that Momoshiki could be trying to help Boruto in this moment or help him find Sarada. Now, that doesn't automatically mean Momoshiki just gonna, take over Boruto's body and wreak havoc. No, that does not mean that, because at the end of the day, they both have a deal. And that deal requires them to work together. They have to work together. That there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because Momoshiki knows if he stays the course, he can eventually get Boruto's body willingly. Like, Boruto's going to willingly give up his body. And he knows he's not lying about that. So why would he sabotage their deal to put Boruto in despair, knowing how strong his resolve is? I mean, he tried to do that before, and it didn't work, so why would he try it again? Especially when Boruto told Momoshiki that he'll give him his body anyway if they can defeat Jura. So the only way Momoshiki is going to take over Boruto's body and do something on his own initiative is if it's to honor that deal. That means to fight Jura, nothing else. The deal didn't entail that Momoshiki helps Boruto find Sarada. Unless it has to do with taking down Jura, I don't think Momoshiki is going to be directly involved in that. Now, let's say this. If Boruto gets into a situation where he's going to kick the bucket or he's in dire danger, then I can see Momoshiki taking over Boruto's body to kind of like save him. He done it plenty of times before. Because now Momoshiki has a reason to protect Boruto. Because if Boruto dies, Momoshiki also dies. And now Momoshiki has a reason to live. He has something to live towards. So he wouldn't automatically want Boruto to die. I mean, he would want him to live now, right? So that's what I'm saying. So these are the situations where I think Momoshiki most likely comes into play here. I think the only two reasons Momoshiki comes out is if Boruto is in danger. That means he's pretty much beat up, you know, he's about to die, someone's about to kill him or whatever. Or if Jura comes out to play and then, you know, Boruto ends up getting into a scuffle with him or something like that, you know, I could see that happening as well. Those are the only two reasons. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
And this all goes back to Sarada being the prodigy and the genius, just like Boruto. She's able to pick up on things way faster than the average shinobi. So
yeah, we gotta wait and see what Sarada did.
She saw that Code had took away Boruto's symbols, the markings that they were going to use to infiltrate the hideout, that she imbued her chakra into her earring and left it behind. Because why else would she leave the earring behind? And why else did she activate her Mangekyo? A lot of people are saying it's going to be her second ability. I don't think Sarada is going to get a second ability. We can see, but I feel like this ability is way too broken. Like, it allows her to fly, it bypasses all durability, and it's basically a black hole that can consume and destroy anything. At this point, like, what else do we need her to have? The only thing I think she needs is like chakra control or something to aid her blindness.
She needs a Susanoo.
All together, she'll be the strongest character. That's how Boruto.
You can't be an MS user without a Susanoo.
Two ways. One,
it can't happen.
Traces her chakra back using her earring, or Boruto traces her back using the earring. Because I'm telling you, Sarada imbued her chakra into that earring, and that's why she's not really tripping that she's getting taken.
Yeah, and I mean, if Sarada did imbue her chakra into an earring, but first I have to say about the damn earring. Like, where do you guys see she left her earring? I don't know what you guys are talking about when you're talking about the earring per se. Like, she obviously did not leave the earring behind. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section, but there's no earring. Like, she has the earring, but it was on her ear when she got took. But I'm just saying, if Sarada could leave something behind with her chakra imbued on it, that would make it very easy for them to find her. I mean, the whole reason how Sasuke found Naruto when Momoshiki and Kinshiki took him away, he traced his chakra. Right? The same way how Boruto and Kawaki found Naruto. Kawaki had that prosthetic arm that Naruto gave him, but his chakra was running through it, keeping it powered. Boom, that's Naruto's chakra signature. That creates a way for you to find him. Now all you have to do is create a rift right to his location. Now, I think, besides the earring BS, I don't know where y'all got that from. Maybe Sarada did something with her MS to make it possible for Boruto to do that. To make it possible for him to trace her chakra back to her. And if that's the case, then I see what direction that Ikimoto is trying to go here. I mean, we'll possibly see Boruto and Kawaki create a rift right to Sarada's location, similar to how they did it when they went to save Naruto. Or maybe since Boruto is just a karma master now, maybe he can do it without Kawaki's help. I mean, I don't know, but that's the direction I think the story's gonna go. And if that's the case, then you don't need Momoshiki until obviously he takes over Boruto's body to save him from trouble or to fight Jura. So I think that battle is going to come up soon, and I think I'm going to make a video going over that soon. I don't know. I'm still figuring things out, but I'm close.
We saw that if the Thorn Soul isn't taken to the host as fast as possible, the host can die. And that's something that's adding more tensions to the importance of saving Sasuke Uchiha. See, Sasuke has been casing that tree for like at least a
originally,
year and a half.
I thought that was the reason Boruto wanted to invade the Shinju's base.
And this is very important, and it's very doable for Boruto. Boruto's going to drop the pin on Sasuke's tree and teleport there and feed him the Thorn Soul immediately. That's something he's not going to play with. But the problem is now that Sarada is in danger and she has to stay around Hidari. She's more than most likely going to fight Hidari and destroy him. And in that moment where she destroys him, the Thorn Soul Bulb is going to appear.
Man,
I think the second time around, Hidari is going to willingly take himself to Sasuke's tree. Sarada is going to destroy him, and then he's going to use his Thorn Soul Bulb to awaken Sasuke. Why I believe this, great. I know the moment Hidari sees Sarada's MS Sharingan, it's going to trigger.
But then Jura just crashes out, right?
Sasuke, Hidari, and he's going to remember the most important moment that took place in Boruto Next Generations, and it was when Sarada unlocked her Mangekyo due to the despair of Naruto dying and the despair of seeing her best friend being hunted down by the whole village. That's a core memory that's going to awaken something in Hidari, and that's going to bring back Sasuke for a moment. You guys remember Momoshiki, Moegi, Ryu, any one of the God Tree clones had memories of their host. So that will not change for Hidari.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in how Hidari will kind of engage with Sarada. Now, obviously, I mean, instincts are instincts. Last time they met, I mean, Hidari just instantly tried to, get rid of her right there. Chidori, right to the head. I don't even know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get her out of there. He was trying to devour her. No talking. But maybe that's due to Hidari's low intelligence, Maybe he was only to the point where he couldn't really control himself. I mean, when Jiraiya is around Himawari, he can kind of control himself. He doesn't automatically just engage in combat with her. They're able to talk a little bit. I mean, you can clearly see on the screen right here, even though Jiraiya is face to face with Himawari, he can kind of control himself. He doesn't immediately attack her. I mean, the same thing with Konohamaru and Matsuri. It's just due to intelligence. I believe Matsuri and Jiraiya are probably the most intelligent Shinju. I mean, Mamushi and Ada, obviously, the whole thing about Mamushi is that the more he splits, the less intelligent he is. So of course he's gonna just bum rush Ada without thinking about it. Same thing with Hidari. I mean, you guys can see, it's an intellect thing. So maybe Hidari has grown within the last, 10, 20 chapters. Maybe he won't automatically attack her. Maybe he can stop and think. And then maybe the memories will hit him and then he might do something unexpected. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it would be nice to see these two characters engage in a one-on-one conversation. Maybe talk about Sasuke or something like that. I don't know. But I do think they need to fight though. Yeah, not too much talking. They need to squabble it out. I want to see how much Hidari and Sarada grew within these past, how many chapters it was since their last fight.
Sasuke believes Sarada and Boruto would be the two to figure out what's going on in the world with omnipotence and everything. And that's very important because Hidari is going to have all these memories. That's why in that panel, when you see him walking towards Sarada, he's forming the forehead poke. Yeah, which I don't think Sarada is going to allow him to do it at first. She's going to be very defensive. Of course, she's around a monster.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
But later on,
imagine that theory was
that's
right.
When she's going to finally realize.
I know what theory I'm talking about.
So I think that's why you see Jiraiya playing around, making soup, and just chilling in the hideout with Sarada and Hidari, because Hidari is working as a secret agent to help Sarada get his Thorn Soul Ball to Sasuke. And that's how we're going to solve the Sasuke problem.
What?
But with the appearance of Momoshiki, and it looks like Kawaki's orange state is back as well, it's time to have a very uncomfortable conversation that we're getting close to the end of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Because once Boruto and Kawaki finally fight and somehow Boruto dies, the Jogan gets awakened, we're going to be at that final part, that final stretch of the story. We know that Kawaki's going to view karma on Akabe. We're finally going to figure out who Akabe is, Amado's true plans, and why Kawaki descends to the darkness.
I can't agree with that. There's too many things that are like kind of shaky. It's kind of shaky. I see Blue Vortex being at least 80 chapters or more. Like I said, there's a lot of things that need to be addressed before the end of the series. I'm not going to go over it, but there's a lot of new narratives that could pop up. And a lot of narratives that we still need to be addressed. Momoshiki and Kawashiki in the same vision doesn't automatically mean that there's going to be a final fight or that it's going to happen soon. It just means that there's going to be a big fight happening. And it probably has to do with them working together, or Kawaki just getting pissed off that Momoshiki has emerged and then, he wants to fight him or whatever. They just got some crazy beef or something like that. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. I really enjoyed that video. I really did. So Hidari is definitely going to come in clutch. So the whole concept behind Hidari is weird because, like I said, the theory that everybody has going on right now is that Sasuke's in control of Hidari's consciousness. Now it makes sense when, two-side pussy like that. He says he was mentioning the scene or the vision where Hidari holds his arm out in a very nostalgic manner, kind of like Itachi used to do to Sasuke. And that kind of has me thinking, what if Jiraiya unknowingly goes to Konoha and then Hidari is actually on Sarada's side? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. And that'd be a kind of way Sarada gets out that position without Boruto's help. I don't know. It's weird, but let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. So without further ado, if you guys enjoyed this video and don't mind seeing more like this in the near future, go ahead and do the following. Go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you know whenever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. And until my next one, I'll see you boys and girls later. And I'm out. Peace.